Well, welcome to a look around our accommodation that we've been staying in for the last 2 weeks. Well, we've been here at South Bay Holiday Park here in Brixham in South Devon. As you can see, we have a pretty basic lounge area. I'll try and move around as slowly as I can. Main seating area will comfortably seat 6 people quite nicely. We've still got a few things all over the place, but we will tidy up as we go. Lots of light comes in here in the mornings, especially when the sun comes up. Probably a bit better during the height of the summer, but we've been getting nice warm sunshine coming through when it has been out by about 9 o'clock, so it kind of warms up. It is cold in here, but all around, as I pan around, you'll see we have got normal radiators, and they do get hot. It does warm the caravan very quickly, and you don't stay cold for very long. So that's the main seating area there. I'll just kind of move it around a little bit. Okay, you've got a little bit of storage under there, and there's another one of those radiators that I spoke about. They're, as I say, they're brilliant. So we'll move that across here. Then we move into the main dining area. And again, it's a sofa and a couple of stools. You can get 6 comfortably around there. There's only been 3 of us, but you would get 6 people around there. This actually does sleep 6. One of the main areas of the sleeping is there's a pull-out double bed on one of the big sofas that I just showed you a few minutes ago. Nice big mirror there. Clock that's been running slow since the day we moved in. So that's good. And then we pan back round to the kitchen. You've got more storage shelves there. A fire, gas fire. Not had that on, but I'm guessing it'll be working nicely. A DVD player and a TV. Problem with the DVD player is it only plays in black and white for some reason and not colour. And we had to put our own batteries in the remote control. And we've now taken them back out because, let's face it, we're not leaving him anything. Cupboard there. I think the guy that owns this caravan, and I'm just going to move in rather quickly here, I think he's obsessed with glasses because he's got loads of glasses in there. And you close that one up, and then there's hundreds and hundreds of glasses in there. And then you move across here, and just a vase and a jug in that one. But yeah, I think he's got an obsession with glasses. I think what he's had lots of things broken over the course of time, and he just keeps replacing them with odds and ends. So that's the main seated area there, where we've had breakfast and evening meals most times. So we move on through, and we move on then through to the kitchen. The kitchen is not a bad size. Normally you have in these caravans, you don't have a lot of workspace. You've got a bit of a counter there, which helps with prep and stuff. And then you've got a single cupboard there. Nice window, views out onto the balcony. I'll show you that in a minute when we go out. Normal sink. The water pressure in these caravans is usually poor. This one's been brilliant. There's lots of high water pressure, so normal bog standard single measured sink there. Let me just crouch down a second and move that out the way. Lots of cupboard under counter storage, lots and lots, which again is unusual. You normally find you're struggling for space and things. Kettle on the toaster. Another 2 cupboards over there. We have a microwave. 700 watt microwave, which is bog standard for these sort of caravans. The fridge freezer. Now, normally you get a fridge and you get that tiny little compartment that you can just about get a pack of ice lollies in and it's full. The people that I live with, if they're watching this video, they may recognise this fridge freezer as it's one that sits in our house, which I was quite excited about. I was like, oh, there's our fridge freezer when I moved in. So that was good. Over here, it's a full-sized cooker. Again, you don't normally get full-sized cookers. They are 4-ringed, but they are normally smaller than more slimline. This is actually a full-size. Only problem we found with this was you can light the grill. You get the pilot light to come on, and then when you try to turn the handle to get the bigger flame, it all goes out. So I think there's a bit of a default with the cooker, so we hadn't been able to use that. Again, shelves each side of the extractor for the cooker. So that's that one there. And then there's another great, as we move into the hallway away from the kitchen, there's another great big huge long cupboard there. Normally that would be where your boiler is. Not this time. I will show you where the boiler is in a minute, but that is a big storage cupboard. It's got things like hoovers and the mop and bucket and things in there. So that's the lounge area and the kitchen. Okay, so we'll continue on then, and we turn then into the main bathroom. Okay, so you have a low level flush WC there. You have virtually a full-sized shower. Now, normally these are tiny little cubicles in the corner of a bathroom, and you're normally banging your elbows when you're trying to wash and stuff. But that's like a normal size that you'd have in your house. It's been very, very comfortable to use. It's been fantastic. Another one of those great radiators that I told you about. And the best thing about this is the curtain in the bathroom is actually like a shower curtain. It's waterproof. It's been brilliant. If you get lots of steam when you have a shower, which you normally do, it dries very quickly, and it's great. So that was a real good idea. Now, remember a few minutes ago I said that we had that long cupboard where the boiler normally is? Not in this case. It's actually in the main bathroom, so the main boiler. So if you've got somebody, you want the heating putting on, but you've got somebody here and stuck in the bathroom, you're going to freeze for a bit longer while you wait for that person to come out so you can switch on the heating and stuff. I say we've had to use it a couple of times towards the end of our holiday, but in the beginning it was hot. Really hot. Again, in this bathroom, you can see me moving around quite freely. They're very big. These bathrooms are very big. There's lots of space, lots of storage. There's a big mirror above the sink. And then you get a nice, lovely little sink. Again, water pressure's been great. And underneath the sink, if I just come down a bit, there is another cupboard there. The storage has been fantastic. The space that you get. I mean, if I try and back out and just show you the floor space here, I mean, it is like walking into a normal sized bathroom in a house. I mean, I actually think this is bigger than my bathroom in my own house. It's certainly better equipped. Yeah, so that is the bathroom that that I've been using. I'll reveal why nobody else, apart from the shower, I'll reveal it in a minute why nobody else has been using it. Okay, so we come out of the bathroom and we come into like a little hallway section, a bit like that. Okay. And we come through and we've got the coat hooks there, and again another one of those brilliant radiators, and also you've got the bog standard fire extinguisher, which is a legal requirement when you are in one of these holiday homes. I also will point out as well that there are the smoke alarm up there, which should be on the ceiling by law, and it goes off every time you use the toaster. So that's brilliant. And there's a carbon monoxide meter here, and there's also one in the lounge as well. So I think that's a good thing, but I think he's gone over the top with that. But hey, it's a good thing. Let me just turn our light on in here, because I thought I'd done that, but I hadn't. There we go. Right, this is the bedroom where I've been sleeping. Again, big space. Normally between the sides of the bed, you're squeezing in, you're having to move sideways. I can freely walk up and down it without a problem. That's the view I've had from my window for the fortnight. As you can see, the light is starting to fade now. Again, 2 over-the-top bed storage units. Enough for putting your bits and bobs on. That's my bed there that I've been sleeping in. You can tell it's a mess. Never learned how to make a bed. Considering I'm in the industry I'm in, I've never learned how to make a bed. And that's the spare bed. We've just been dumping stuff on that bed, naturally. Again, I'm going to shut the door. You've got the mirror. You can see me there in the mirror. Hi, everybody. And the radiator. I've got the little radiator down on the floor there because that's my alarm clock, and we've only got the one plug. Again, you've only got the one plug in here, and I'll explain why I'm disappointed with that in a second. Then you get this nice big double wardrobe here, and with 2 massive big shelves. I mean, they're real big, deep shelves. I mean, this wardrobe goes quite a fair way back, so I've been able to store all my clothes in. Normally, again, you get like things. I've just discovered something on top of the wardrobe. But never mind, I'll look at that in a minute. There's a hook there, which I hung my dressing gown on. Not that I've used it much, but it's been on there. But yeah, your clothes normally get scrunched up and you can't move, but that's had a lot of space in it. It's quite a big wardrobe. I'll just open it up just to let you see. It's quite big, it's quite deep. There's a spare bed in there for the bed, which obviously we haven't used. And these drawers go back quite a way, and you can see the space that you've got. You've got a lot of space in there. I'll show you an empty one. So you can put a lot of stuff in there. So we are quite pleased. So I was pleased with that. Again, the storage has been fantastic. Now, I said that there's only one plug. Can anybody realise what's missing between these 2 beds? There is no bedside table. Now, this isn't anything to do with the person that owns the caravan. I researched this model. We're staying in an abbey, which there are other caravan models available. I like these style of caravans because they're big. And there has been no bedroom storage unit in between the 2 beds, no bedside table, hence why there's no plug there. This is standard for this model. They just don't simply make them. Now, I think I probably, if I was the owner, between me and you, I probably would have gone to somewhere like B&M's or somewhere cheap and bought one that was nearer the same sort of colour as this, match it as close as you can, a flat pack one, and I would have built it and I would have slotted it in the two there, whether you'd got a plug there or not, because you still require a bedside table, in my opinion, in between your two beds. But he didn't. We've coped with it. I bring a very long extension lead all the way around, and I actually brought a fold-up thing from when we was in painting. I bought a fold-up sort of collapsible table thing, which I'm going to take home, which I can make good use of when I get home anyway. So that solved that problem. But yeah, it was a bit of a shock when I first walked in. I went, no bedside table. You know, I'll just dump everything on the floor then, shall I? But no, that's we got round that one. So that's the bedroom where I've been staying. Okay, just very quickly, before I leave my bedroom, that thing I suddenly pointed out and said there's something on top of the wardrobe is actually a liquid air freshener. And as the water goes down, that it releases a smell and keeps the room nice and fresh. So yeah, so I just thought I'd point that out very quickly, in case anybody was wondering what did I discover on the top of my wardrobe. I've been here 2 weeks and didn't even notice that. It was good, isn't it? Okay, we'll move on. So we come out of my bedroom, and we now move into where my parents have been sleeping, their double room. Again, obviously I've not road tested this room, so I can't really speak a lot. But again, a lot of overbed storage. They get 2 little units either side of theirs. Yeah, privileged, eh? It is a full size though, double bed, a full size. Now you don't often get a full size. I think this is probably because this is a 2-bed model. There are much more space because this is a 34 by 12 caravan, which is super wide. So you probably get the more space than you would anywhere else. So they've got obviously the window like everybody else, with the vents and stuff going over. They've got a big, again, another one of those famous good radiators, and they were lucky enough to have a TV in their room. They got the TV and I didn't. I'm a bit gutted, but there's no aerial port for a TV in my room. So luckily I've been able to stream stuff on my tablet via my mobile phone and stuff. They've got a little shelf above the radiator where they've put stuff. I'll just push that door to a second. They have had a massive wardrobe. I mean, the wardrobes are huge, massive wardrobe. I'm not entirely sure what that is. That might have been a bit of the Hoover. Looks like the Hoover. It is. So they've had plenty of stuff. Plenty of big, thick, double wardrobe. There was a few hangers that was in here when we got here, but you know what mums are like. She brought a load with her anyway, so there was no problem. And, you know, mums are organised like that. We wouldn't think about things like that. So, yeah, so that's been there. They did have a bedside lamp. It looks like they've put it on the floor. Obviously, they've not used it. But, yeah, they have had the privilege of a TV. So, lucky them. Poor old me. But I've survived. It's fine. I'm not crying over it. Honest, I'm not. So, that's their bedroom. The big double room, and as I say, it's spacey. You can move around. You're not squashed in. You're not falling over things. It's very, very good. Now, then, the lucky so-and-sos, I'm going to keep rolling now without pausing. They've had an ensuite, which is a sink just like mine, with the storage underneath, and one of those super radiators. I keep going on about these radiators, but trust me, they are brilliant. And then they've had the picture hook. There's me again. They've got the window there. And they've got then the low-level WC. So that's why they've only been using mine to have a shower, because they've been getting ready in the mornings otherwise in their own bathroom, the lucky so-and-so. So that's, again, the size of the bathroom they've had, you expect in a caravan, probably one just a little bit bigger than this with the shower in it, with a bit more space, but that's normally how tight it is when you're in a normal caravan. And this is just the ensuite. So again, like I say, it's because it's the 2-bed model, and I think that's why it's been we've had the more space than what we've had. So that's their ensuite and their bedroom, and then I will show you the exterior. Okay, so we're back in the main little hallway bit, overlook, as you can see, the lounge and the kitchen through there, and then we have the main door. There's only one door as well on this model. And we come into the outside. We have a outside light, which actually doesn't make much of a difference about anything. You can't really tell. But we've had tables and chairs to sit on, should we wish to have done so. Maybe the first week, not so much the second week. It was a bit chilly. And as you can see, we're on a balcony. Again, this is quite wide. You you can see right now, there is a bench and table bench thing there that actually belongs to us, and there's a box down there that's got stuff in, mainly, believe it or not, it's got mainly cleaning stuff in, and there is a disposable barbecue in there, but it's good. Just showing the exterior. That's, again, look, as you see, there's the door as you can go in. This is the exterior. I say it's quite lengthy, and again, the balcony is good, and there are steps that lead up and down to this. I'll probably just try and step down them and show you from the downstairs what we're actually looking at here. I'm trying to control this and move steps at the same time. This is very good. So that's round the front there, the big bay window for the lounge, and then there's the stairs that go up onto the bit of balcony there, as you can see. And as you can tell, the light is fading. It's getting quite late now here, and all the street lights are on. So yeah, you just come up this little stairs. It's got a lockable gate on it, which we do shut at night time. We tend to, if we're up and down and moving around, we tend to leave it open, but I'll shut it for now. And as you can see, it all closes in. It's good if you've got small children, because that gate, actually, I've closed it quite easily, but it's because I'm used to it. But when we first got here, we struggled to open it and close it. So if you've got small children coming here, they're not going to be able to escape very easily. And again, if you've got a deck on a caravan, and you know the kids can play out on it, and the parents know that they're safe enough if they're inside, and that, you know, they're only on their own space, and they're not near the car, because the road runs down there, and there's cars coming down all the time. Not very fast, but you know, if you've got small children, it's probably not the best. So if you've got a balcony, it works out a bit better. And as you can see, if you look through the windows here, look, that's into the kitchen and the main seating area and stuff. So it looks good actually from the outside, better than it does on the inside in my opinion, but there we go. So that really is where we've been staying for the last 2 weeks. That's the tour of the caravan. And that's basically all I've got to show you on this video.